It is that special time of year again. We're leaning into making it a feel-good Friday for you. KHU 11 looking for the holliest and jolliest of homes. We're talking a true Clark Griswold, if you will, right here in Harris County. Our beloved holiday homes are back, and we're kicking it off in Kingwood, where you can mail your letter directly to Santa Claus himself. Chief Meteorologist David Paul, he's like one of Santa's elves, one of the top-notch elves. He's also our resident Christmas connoisseur. He joins us live. Dave, have you seen any of Santa's little helpers walking around?
Yeah, it's just a blast out here. Kids are running around, they're playing games. We've got this arc of lights, and Mia, I think you said it best. It is over the top. Kingwood, Four-Scope neighborhood here. Holiday homes. It's over the top, but it's done in such a classic old school way. We're trying to figure out, so it's over the top, but it's not. Like there's no like computerized flashing lights. There's no smoke and steam.
I don't like any of that. I just like a classic constant on display.
I love it. It reminds me of, so I grew up in the Spring area, Ponderosa Forest, and we would have a couple of houses like this. We were just covered in lights. You know, one of my favorite parts is the roof. You've covered the roof.
Yes.
Is that, I'm visualizing you walking up and down that thing.
So the way I do it, I start on one end and I'll measure 18 inches and I'll put a line. Then another 18 inches, put a line, and I walk all the way across, all the way to my ridge, and then all the way back. And I don't stop until it's done.
And you said the archway here is new. Tell me about that.
So the one this big is new. We have 11 this year. I think we only had like maybe 6 last year, but I always try to go bigger and better each year. So I just decided to add more. And then the newest thing is we have the peppermint twist, entryway that has the sign.
I love it. Nicole, come over here for a second. So aside from the lights, Nicole, who is the brains of the operation, I'm told. No offense, Jacob. We know the deal, right? We get told what to do and we do it. Tell me about the Santa mailbox. This is delivered by an actual elf?
Sure, yeah. The elf's actually up there on Santa. He comes every year because we're the brightest house in the neighborhood, and he drops off this mailbox.
Okay, so full disclosure, this mailbox to Santa, this is really important to the kids in this neighborhood.
Absolutely. Last year I heard that Santa wrote back to almost 500 children in the neighborhood.
How does Santa have the energy to write back to 500 kids, Nicole?
I'm sure that Mrs. Claus helps a lot.
Listen, I'm hearing from some of the neighbors about how important that mailbox has become. So you've been doing this for how many years?
This will be our 4th year, right, with the letters.
So now you can never move. You have to do this display every year. It has to get bigger and better. And some of these little kids, they're going to grow up to be in their 20s and 30s. And you know what they're going to remember about Christmas?
Yeah.
Your house. How does that make you feel?
It's an honor. The kids, we get to see them grow up, and we, just like you said, the next generation is already coming, right? Even in the last 4 years. And so it's amazing that a crowd like this comes out. We're doing hot chocolate and cookies for the kids, and they can write their letters here. So we just like to be spread a little kindness.
Yeah. Thank you for doing this.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Right on.